Hey everybody, it's time for 4, 3, 2, and 1. My personal, The Critic, best movies of 2009. Starting with number 4, An Education, starring Carey Mulligan, and Pierce Skarsgård. This movie, for me, and I'm a fan of older cinema. I'm not the type of guy that's going to be able to tell you which movie was which. I'm always on TMC. I'm always watching movies from the past, and there's something that really stands out about An Education. It's that if you read the description of the movie, that's what the movie is. For as long as I can remember, a good movie, a great movie like An Education or something similar to it, the synopsis of the movie doesn't do the movie justice. And the synopsis of An Education is exactly what An Education is. A high school girl is fighting between a world of decadence and a world of certainty, and she's being pulled into the world of decadence by a much older man, and her parents are kind of fighting for her to remain in the college path, so to speak, and some things, it takes a turn, a very unexpected turn, and she kind of questions things, and his ethics come into question. It's just a really great movie, really greatly acted, great costume, it's really this year's, I hate to compare it to another British film, but it's this year's Atonement. It just does what it does, and it does it well. An Education, my 4th best film of the year. 3, Up in the Air, starring George Clooney, Vera Farmiga, and Anna Kendrick. I'm very glad that Anna Kendrick got nominated for an award. For the same reason as I said in my last video, she played Anna Kendrick in the movie, and she got nominated for it. Just people maybe didn't know who Anna Kendrick was. So it's gonna be hard for her to do it in the future, unless maybe she wins. Then she will keep make a career out of it. Anna Kendrick has been around for a long time. People don't know that. I'm not gonna get into Anna Kendrick right now, but and Up in the Air is a movie about other than the plot, it's a movie about these characters, mostly George Clooney, and the classic Lost in Translation type thing. Trying to save what he knows, not really sure of where he's going, doesn't really have any reason to want to change until things happen, and then he does. A really great story. Obviously, it's been done, but interesting criteria to do it with the flying and the firing people. Which was also awesome scenes. Anytime they did the firing people scenes, I felt like this movie was a little long, and I felt like it was long. Some people might say to cut out the scenes like of him firing people or some of these other scenes. I think those scenes are necessary. I think you could have maybe cut out a whole entire section of the plot that really wasn't needed. But anyway, Up in the Air, my 3rd best movie of the year, probably one of my favorite movies, having it, with George Clooney in it even. 2, Up. What can I say? It's like I said, it's the best animated movie since Lion King, in my opinion. As far as writing and how important it is, I think it doesn't pander to kids. Like I said, it doesn't talk down to children. This is a movie where a child can enjoy it for the enjoyable parts of it, and an adult can appreciate the dramatic elements of the movie. And I think it's one of the best stories that has ever been written. Written and put to film. It just, the way that it's shot, especially that opening 10 minutes, it blows almost the opening 10 minutes of any other drama out of the water. It's not even drama; it's an animated Pixar movie. It does a lot without having to say anything, which I think is becoming more important in animated movies, because they're doing so much with the visuals. You want to make some things that are having visually part of the plot, so people are paying attention. So second best movie of the year. It was my best movie of the year for a long time until, and I've watched all these movies multiple times. I've watched this and this other movie at least more than once. I own number one, Inglourious Basterds. The thing about this movie, and I think the thing that sets it apart from all the other movies of the year, is that it is, it can be looked at in a lot of different ways. It can be looked at as a fairy tale, like a retelling, so to speak, and that's what it is. It kind of has a few different things that you can take from it. It's a very intricate plot in the details, but it's intricate in the details, but it's not very complex with the outline. And if you really just follow the outline, you can follow the film, which I think that's how you do it. You make the details complex and make the actual plot simple, and that's what this movie is. The thing is, everybody wants to kill Hitler or just Nazis, and then they all go about it different ways. And that's it, man. I think it's one of the cooler films of the year too. You got voiceovers by Samuel L. Jackson and Harvey Keitel, just for no reason, just to do it, just to help explain things. You got one of the 10 best performances of the decade, in my opinion, by Christoph Waltz. I think it's better than Javier Bardem in No Country for Old Men, and it's similar in that way because he's a badass, but he's kind of like a badass in the way that Mr. Pink is from Reservoir Dogs. He's kind of he should never be a badass. He's just a guy, and then he's kind of goofy, especially towards the end. But he'll fucking murder you, and and he never even actually does that on the camera. You know what I mean? He never does anything violent on film, and it's breathtaking how great that performance is. Like I said, this movie is the best written movie of the year. It has some of the best action, some of the more intense, interesting action scenes of the year. Funny dialogue. Brad Pitt is hilarious in this movie. Brad Pitt's been hilarious in the past couple movies he's been in. Benjamin Button, nobody thinks that movie's funny. It's like, dude, you gotta watch it again. But like I said, Inglourious Basterds, number one movie of the year. If I had to rate that movie again, I'd give it a 9.25 or a 9.5 out of 10, which is the same rating I give Slumdog Millionaire last year. So, winning an Academy Award. Will it? No, because Avatar's going to win. Because it's fucking Avatar. And I fucking hate the Academy Awards if they let Avatar win. Or the Hurt Locker, even. It's like, how in what way is it better than Inglourious Basterds? Get real.